Friends, Namaskar and welcome back to Astrology with Ninad. In this video, I am going to discuss the monthly horoscope prediction for the month of June 2024. Now, my predictions are mainly based on your moon or ascendant sign per Vedic astrology. Traditionally, these Gochar transit predictions are mainly seen from the moon sign, which is the Chandra Rashi. But my advice and recommendation would be to watch prediction from both your Lagna Rashi, which is the ascendant or rising sign, and also the Chandra Rashi, which is the moon sign. Moon sign predictions have an impact on the mind or emotions of a human being, while ascendant or rising sign predictions have an impact on actual physical events in life. I have posted the timestamps in the description box below for your convenience, so you can click on the time that corresponds to your moon and rising sign and watch accordingly. So before we get into the prediction part, let us first observe the placement and transit of the planets. So in the month of June, Devguru Brihaspati, Jupiter, will be placed in the sign of Taurus, which is Vrushabha Rashi. And Jupiter will also come out of combustion in the very first days of June itself. Saturn, Shani Dev, will be transiting in its own Mool Trikona sign of Aquarius, which is Kumbha Rashi. Rahu, the north node of the moon, will be transiting in the sign of Pisces, which is Meen Rashi. And then you have Ketu, the counterpart to Rahu, which is the south node of the moon, will be transiting in the sign of Virgo, Kanya Rashi. That leaves us now with Mars and Sun, Mercury and Venus. But Mars will be transiting in its own Mool Trikona sign Aries, Mesha Rasi all month long. But there are three important transits of Sun, Mercury and Venus from the sign of Taurus to the sign of Gemini. So first will be of Venus, which will leave Taurus, its own sign, and transit to Gemini on June 12. Then will follow Mercury. It will leave Taurus and transit to Gemini on June 14. And Gemini is the own sign of Mercury. The final transit will be of the king of the planet Sun, which will leave Taurus and transit to the sign of Gemini on June 15. And then if we talk about moon, we cannot tell the exact placement because moon will keep changing signs very rapidly because it keeps transiting every 2 to 3 days. So it is not possible to pinpoint the exact placement of moon as it will keep changing. So this is kind of the scenario of the placement and transit for the Navagraha, for the 9 planets in the month of June. Now let's get started with the detailed life prediction for all the 12 signs starting from Aries all the way up to Pisces. For my Aries Mesh Rasi friends, let us discuss about the career area. In terms of job and professional life, it is going to be an excellent month for you. Reason being, the ruler of your career house, Saturn, is going to be extremely well placed in the 11th house, that too in its own Mool Trikona sign Aquarius. And on top of that, you have the most auspicious Graha, the most benefic planet Jupiter, also aspecting your career house. And in the month of June, in the very start itself, it will come out of combustion. It will become Udit and aspect the 10th house with a very beneficial drishti. So this will ensure your career progression in a positive direction throughout the month. So now it is up to you to make the best use of it and channelize this positive energy in the right direction. What does your career lord demand from you? It demands discipline, hard work, effort, parakram. staying focused on your duties, tasks, projects, and avoiding gossiping, avoiding, office politics. Instead, stay fully and completely focused on your work and you will be handsomely rewarded. Your overall work life is going to be excellent and you're going to enjoy working in your job and you will start to outperform and get noticed by your peers. For those people who don't have a job, I highly recommend this is the month where there is a strong chance you could land a new job opportunity. So give lots of interviews and make the best use of this auspicious month for your career. If we talk about the business area, then the time is also looking quite good because the ruler of your business house, Shukradev, Venus, is going to be very well placed throughout the month. First in its own sign, own house, in the second, and then in the third house in the friendly sign of Gemini. So this just means that with your hard work, effort, parakram, you will outshine, outperform in your business area. You will think of ways you can raise your profits, increase your revenues, bring down the expenses, bring down the cost. Networking will be immensely beneficial this month. So go out, attend any type of networking fairs or any type of events where you can meet like-minded people in your competitive business marketplace. That can help you to generate more ideas and think about future business expansion and your future business potential. If you are in a business partnership, then there will be a lot of good exchange of ideas this month. There will be a lot of debate on how you can grow your business because Mars is also aspecting your business house, right? So Mars, the ruler of your sign, is directly aspecting the business house. And this is a good aspect. It will give you the much needed drive, energy, confidence to really focus on your business area and get that clarity that you need. If we talk about finance area, then it's also looking excellent, right? You have your ruler of the Labhastan, Shani, transiting in the Labhastan itself. So the flow of money is guaranteed. Your kind of financial flow will definitely be there. And then you have Jupiter, the planet of expansion, the planet of luck, abundance in your Dhanastan itself. And that too in the sign of Taurus, which is the natural sign of wealth. And then you have Venus, the ruler of the Dhanastan, well placed throughout the month. So just give it your 200% effort in whatever you're doing, whether it is working in a regular service job, working a full-time job, running your own business. Just give it your 100% and you will make good money this month. There are chances of a bonus, promotion or salary increment for those people employed in good companies. And if it is long overdue, then it can take place this month. If we talk about health, overall the health area is looking to be fine throughout the month for the most part. But just try not to ignore any health issues connected to the head portion because Saturn's debilitated enemy aspect is on your first house. And there is Mars also there, which is going to protect it to a great extent because Mars is your Lagnesh. Try avoid climbing tall ladders or tall heights without proper support. Try not to engage in too much extreme outdoor adventure sports this month if possible. But overall, your energy levels will be good, your stamina will be there, and overall your vitality and energy will be at an all-time high. If we talk about love life, in terms of the love and romance area, for single people, there are chances of connecting with someone through possible use of social media, or even through your extended relatives. But you have to be cautious and get to know that person well, because Saturn's direct enemy aspect is on your fifth bhava. So some level of caution needs to be maintained, and those couples already in a relationship, it should be smooth for the most part. Just ensure that you have good, transparent, open communication. But if you're, let's say, running the Mahadasha of Saturn or Antardasha, then there can be some ups and downs in the relationship. So try to be cordial and try to be respectful. If we talk about the marriage area, for single people hoping to get married, the time is looking quite good to find the right proposal, compatible matches, good alliances. So definitely keep looking. And there are again chances, because see, your seventh lord ruler is Venus, and first it will be in the second and then the third house. So again, using your family members, your extended family members, seeing if they know of anyone compatible for you, or maybe using matrimonial sites or dating apps or whatever method you prefer. Those can be good options to connect with or get good alliances. Even your younger sibling could be potential help, or even the neighbors who live by you. If you're good friends with them, you can ask them if they know someone your age who could be compatible. If we talk about married couples, then there will be a lot of passion, love, romance, intensity in the relationship and married life. Mars aspecting the seventh house is going to spice things up for you. And the ruler of your marriage house quite well placed throughout the month. So overall, the married life is looking good. If we talk about education, in terms of those students pursuing bachelor's degree, the time is a bit tough. Put in the hard work and effort and you will be fine. In terms of higher education, those students pursuing master's, PhD program, postdoc, the time will suddenly get better this month, as the ruler of your higher education house, Jupiter, is coming out of combustion. So it's a big relief, and there is going to be more positivity in your higher educational goals. Finally, travel. If we talk about short distance and long distance travel, journey, vacation, both the areas are looking quite good throughout the month. So if you are planning to embark on a long distance travel journey or vacation that you always wanted to go, you can certainly think of doing so this month. Overall, the time is looking to be supportive. So I believe I covered all the areas of life for my Aries Mesh Rasi friends, and I thank you for watching. For my Taurus Vrushabha Rashi friends, let us first talk about the career area. In terms of job and profession, this month is going to be excellent for you, because the ruler of your career house, the 10th Lord, Saturn, is transiting in the 10th house itself, and that too in its own Mool Trikona, Aquarius. Any planet transiting in its Mool Trikona is a very favorable point for a planet to be placed in. It is like the happiest place, you can say, for a planet. So Saturn is very comfortable in its own house. So what does Saturn signify? It signifies hard work, dedication, commitment, loyalty, dependability, right? So if you inherit these qualities in you, you lead a disciplined life, you stay focused on your job, on your duties, on your tasks, you avoid unnecessary gossiping, office politics, conflicts with your bosses or colleagues, you will have a very progressive month at your workplace. People will give you the credit, the respect that you deserve. Your hard work effort will start to pay off. You also have Rahu in the 11th house, right? And now Jupiter is in your first house. So it doesn't get better than this. Jupiter aspecting your Bhagyasthan. So you also have the support of your destiny. The Lord of the Destiny house is also Saturn, and it is placed 2 places forward from the 9th house. This indicates lot of gains for you from your career. If you don't have a job, I highly recommend apply to lots of jobs, give interviews confidently, because there is a very good chance you can land a good job with a desired salary and benefits package. So make the best use of this month. If we talk about business area, well, till now, if there were a lot of hurdles, obstacles, issues in the business you are running, you are not seeing the kind of profits you are desiring, then there is going to be a bit of improvement now. Because till now, Jupiter was not aspecting your business house, but it recently has moved to your first house, but it was in combustion. But as soon as June starts, it will come out of combustion and directly aspect your business house. So it will reduce the malefic impact of Saturn's aspect and will help to increase slowly your revenues, and overall your expenses will start to go down. But see, the ruler of the business house, Mars, is in the 12th house, but in its own sign of Aries. So it can be quite good for import export type business or any type of business dealing with foreign lands, right? So there could be some expenses involved as well, but it can be for your long-term benefit. Try not to see the short-term gain. Instead, focus on how you can grow and expand your business for the future. But overall, the time is now only going to improve for your business area. If you're thinking of a startup, like starting a new business, then now the time is looking to be more supportive, but maybe wait for Mars to transit to your ascendant in July. So don't rush into anything. Also make sure your natal chart supports the same, your Mahadasha, Antardasha, etc. But overall, looking at the Gochar, the time is improving for the business area. If we talk about finance, lo and behold, the time is beautiful for the inflow of money, for your wealth accumulation, for wealth generation, for increase in savings, bank balance getting bigger. I mean, you literally have Sun, Venus, Mercury transiting in your Dhanastan in the second half of the month. You also have Rahu placed in the Labastan. So all I need to say is just use good financial money management techniques and you will be able to really become financially stable and secure in this month and the following months. If we talk about health, overall the time is looking quite good for your health area. Try to engage in some sports, outdoor activities, whether it's taking a walk, whether it is going for a jog, whether it is spending time in nature, whether it is playing any sports you like, taking up a fitness program, joining the gym. Make sure your energy is expended in a positive direction, and that will help to maintain your health in a positive way for the most part. For some people, there could be some slight medical expenses on the cards, but nothing major to worry about. If we talk about love life, then the time is now getting quite auspicious, and Jupiter aspecting your fifth bhava, the ruler of the fifth house, quite well placed throughout the month. But then Ketu is also there in the fifth house. So this can mean for single people, they can connect with someone with whom they share a really strong karmic relationship, karmic bond from the past life. So a very strong type of relationship can be formed in the coming month. So, explore and put yourself out there if you're really looking for a new relationship. But just make sure to use good judgment. And those people already in a relationship, this is the point where it could suddenly break or suddenly a really strong bond can be formed as the time progresses. So it is now either 50% chance the relationship could break or a 50% chance it could go to the next level in terms of the bond really increasing between the couple. So if you are in a relationship, going to a spiritual place, visiting, a temple, mandir, mosque, masjid, gurudwara, whatever institution of your choice, with your partner, going to a meditation retreat, taking up yoga, vipassana, spending time in nature, taking walks in nature. All this will help to channelize your relationship to the next level. If we talk about marriage, in terms of those single people wanting to get married, the time is now going to improve definitely, because again, Jupiter's aspect on your 7th house. But this month, it is good to, try to find compatible alliances or proposals, but they might be in a foreign land. The ruler of your 7th house will be transiting in the Vyaya Bhava, in the 12th house. So chances of connecting with someone in a foreign land, not too far away. So let's say if you're in India, it's not going to be like US or Canada. It can be a close by country. So you can definitely open up that side to explore those opportunities. If we talk about married couples who were having a lot of issues in their married life till now there will be a big respite, big relief due to Jupiter's direct aspect on the 7th. Just this month, avoid too much arguments, too much quarrels, because the time will get better. So have patience, be loving, be respectful to your spouse, be understanding, because marriage is a compromise. So put in your hard work, effort in your marriage, and it can definitely survive, and you will see better days in the coming months. If we talk about education, in terms of those students pursuing bachelor's degree, the time is now going to improve. With your focus, dedication, and hard work, you will start to really make good progress in your academics. And the same goes for those people pursuing higher education, such as master's and PhD program. The time is looking excellent, and you will make remarkable progress in your field of study. Finally, travel. If we talk about short distance travel journeys, the time is looking to be just fine. And if we talk about long distance travel journey vacation, the time is looking excellent. And if you had planned a trip for a long time to like a foreign country, whether it is for your career, business, or just meeting your extended family members, the time is looking to be excellent and favorable for the same. So I believe I covered all the areas of life for my Taurus Vrishab Rashi friends, and I hope you make the best use of this beautiful month. For my Gemini Mithun Rashi friends, let us start with the career area for you guys. It is going to be quite a good month for your professional life, and it can be a unique month as well. Reason being, Rahu, the north node of the moon, is transiting in your 10th house in the sign of Pisces. So this is a good placement because this planet, this shadow planet, is known to do well in only few houses, with 10th house being an excellent and one of the most beneficial placements for this graha. But the ruler of the 10th, Jupiter, Devguru Brihaspati, is in the 12th, but it is now coming out of combustion. That is a big blessing at the start of June itself. You also have the lord of your destiny house, Saturn, transiting in the destiny house itself, and Mars, the ruler of your Labhastan, transiting in the Labhastan itself. So this is quite a powerful combination which can give you tremendous success if you are correctly aligning the energies in the right way. See, Rahu is a planet which is the outside the box kind of thinker. It doesn't like traditions. It doesn't like the traditional way of life. It wants to do something different. So now let's say if you're a creative person, if you have a lot of creative ideas, then you should present that to your bosses, to your colleagues, to whoever is in charge, because that will get noticed. That will get largely appreciated by your higher ups, because Rahu is a planet of major creativity. It is a outside the box thinker. Innovative thinking will be greatly appreciated here. So try not to just stay within the box, right? Try to get out of your comfort zone. Do things that you always wanted to career wise that you were afraid to before. Now is the time to take some more risk career wise, whether it is to start something new, ask for a job transfer to a different location, try a work from home opportunity, try to change a job, because now your 10th lord is in the 12th house, right? So it is a great time to change a job. Let's say if you're in India and you want to get a job in a foreign country, it is the perfect time to do so. Or if you're in the US, you want to get a job in a different country, perfect time to really start applying, because the planetary alignment is such that it can give you those unique and new opportunities which can further expand your horizon and give you beautiful new perspectives on life. And your Bhagyesh, your destiny lord, is there in the destiny house, strongly placed to support your decision making for the most part, as long as you're also running a good Mahadasha, Antardasha, and so forth. But overall, a really good and strong month for you to make your mark at your workplace, or even if you have any artistic talents, any kind of hidden talents and skills, any ideas, bring it forth. Showcase that to the world. If we talk about business area, then the time is looking good, especially for those businesses that are dealing with import export type scenario, or if your business is in somehow dealing or connected with foreign land, foreign element, foreign people, different cultures. For example, if you're selling a product which is largely appreciated by a foreign market, then this is the time your business can really start to pick up, because your 7th lord is in the 12th bhava. Especially Venus type businesses can do very well during this time period, such as arts and entertainment, beauty industry, fashion industry, hospitality industry. So definitely make the best use of this time. If we talk about finance, in terms of financial area, the time is now going to get a bit better this month. Your flow of money will increase, because the ruler of your Labhasthan will be transiting in its Mool Trikon Rashi itself all month long. But there might be some expenses on the card as well. Jupiter in the 12th bhava, Saturn's aspect on the 11th house. So make sure that you redirect those expenses, you channelize those expenses towards things that you desire. It could be traveling internationally, going for a vacation. It could be for charity, donation, helping out with some social service causes. It could be for visiting any holy pilgrimage, going to like a temple, mandir, mosque, masjid, gurudwara at a long distance place that you wanted to visit for a while, but you just didn't have the time. Now you can make that time, because that energy will be channelized in the right direction. Also, joining a fitness program, joining a gym, or joining a sports academy, intramural sports. This will also channelize the Martian energy in the right direction and will help you to amplify your money. If we talk about health area, then overall the time is now going to improve. If you were suffering from any acute or chronic health issues, there is going to be a respite. Although there might be some medical expenses involved, but you will be able to make a recovery now, because Jupiter is coming out of combustion. It is aspecting your 6th and 8th houses. So it will definitely reduce the malefic impact of Saturn's aspect on your 6th house. So that is great news in general for your health area. If we talk about love life, then the time is looking to be quite strong for single people hoping to meet someone, in the first 10-12 days, chances of you connecting with someone in a foreign country is higher. But in the last 2 weeks or so, you might connect with someone in your own homeland, and that could be through use of social media, technology, matrimonial websites, dating apps, even through people who are close to you, your family members, your extended relatives. That can be a good source for single people to find someone. And those people already in a relationship, well, there's going to be a lot of passion, love, romance, and beautiful moments that you will experience in your relationship for the most part. If we talk about marriage in terms of single people hoping to get married, well, the time is looking fine to find matches, to start really looking for good proposals, alliances. But to get married, it might not be the perfect time unless the horoscopes really match well, you're really running a good Mahadasha, Antardasha, etc. But for single people really wanting to get married, the chance of finding a potential match, alliance, proposal is higher from a foreign country. The country might not be too far away, but it can be somewhere close by. But the chance of connecting with someone in a foreign land is higher than the homeland. If we talk about those couples already married, well, the bed pleasure activity will definitely increase. There will be a lot of pleasurable and romantic moments. But there could be some ups and downs, some conflicts, some slight arguments here and there as well. So try to minimize that. Try to have always good, cordial, open, transparent communication. Try to not, create unnecessary arguments, tensions for no reason. Try to stay loyal, faithful, respectful towards your spouse, and that should maintain a good married life for you. If we talk about education, in terms of those students pursuing like bachelor's degree, the time will be quite good after the 12th of June. Till the 12th of June, the time is going to be a bit tough. So make sure to study accordingly. About those students pursuing master's, PhD program, postdoc type education, higher education, the time is looking very favorable throughout the month. The more hard work, effort you put in, the more success you will reap in your field of study. Finally, travel. In terms of short distance travel journey, try to be a bit cautious throughout the month. Let's say if you have the option of work from home, try to work from home as much as possible if you can, and if you enjoy work from home. Try not to unnecessarily travel too much on short distance travel. Try to cut down that a bit. If you talk about long distance travel journey vacation, the time is excellent. If you are wanting to go to a foreign country for a vacation, to a foreign land, to pursue some type of creative venture, the time is looking very supportive for the same. So I believe I covered all the areas of life for my Gemini Mithun Rashi friends, and I wish you the best. For my Cancer Karka Rashi friends, let us first talk about the career area for you guys. In terms of job and professional life, this month will be quite a powerful one, because the ruler of your career house, the Yoga Karaka planet Mangal Devta, Mars, will be directionally very strong in your career house itself, in its own Mool Trikona, Aries. So this is a powerful placement because Mars gets Digbali in the 10th house, right? So this is a major relief, because now even Guru Jupiter is in your 11th house, the Labhasthan. But one thing you have to be cautious about is that Saturn's debilitated enemy aspect is still on your 10th house. So as long as you take calculated decisions, you don't take any sudden, rash, impulsive, hasty decisions, you will make good progress at your workplace. You will start to get noticed by your bosses, by the upper management for your hard work and effort. And there are good chances of progression, let's say in terms of promotion, possible bonus or salary increment opportunities, maybe even a desired job transfer that you wanted for a long time could be a possibility. Just avoid unnecessary office politics, gossiping, any kind of unnecessary arguments, conflicts with your colleagues and bosses, and you will be just fine. Those people who don't have a job, this is a good month. Put in that hard work, effort, because Mars will give you that confidence, that energy to now go after and give hundreds of interviews, because you will definitely be able to land a job if you try hard. So if we talk about the business area, then the time is now going to improve a bit, because for a long time it was not that favorable due to the ruler Shani in the 8th house, in the Ashtam Bhava. But now Jupiter coming out of combustion at the start of June and aspecting your business house itself is a big blessing. So positivity can be expected, but do not expect overnight changes. Do not take major financial business risk like taking big loans, getting into new business partnerships. Take it easy. Go with the status flow. All right. So don't take major risk concerning your business activity, expansion, growth, and instead just focus on the status quo and you will do great. If you want to start a new business, then if it is in, let's say, the insurance field or any type of innovative or research scientific type field, then it could be a good opportunity or a good window for that. But still, you have to be cautious because the 7th Lord is in the 8th house, although in its Mool Trikona. So you need to make sure your natal birth chart, the Mahadasha, Antardasha, all these factors are also supporting your business ventures. If we talk about financial area, now there is going to be a better improvement as the time progresses. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, it is the best friends with the ruler of your sign Moon, is finally transiting in the 11th house itself. So naturally it coming out of combustion will start to give you more gains. And in this month especially, you could get more gains from foreign lands. Let's say if you have any investments in a foreign country, then chances of getting more benefits from that area is there. But overall you will start to now experience increased flow of money, but try to make sure you properly save that money, because Saturn's direct enemy aspect is on your 2nd bhava. So you need to really utilize good financial money management skills to save that money. If we talk about the health area, then overall the time is looking to be fine throughout the month. Just make sure that your energy is expended in the right direction. You channelize your energy in the positive direction, whether it is joining a fitness program, working out, taking walks, spending time in nature, doing yoga, meditation, vipassana, relaxing breathing exercises. All this will help to keep your energy levels channeled in a good direction. Your vitality will remain strong. Your stamina level will also be good. If we talk about love life, now there's going to be an improvement, right? Because Jupiter's direct aspect on your 5th bhava is going to reduce the malefic impact of Saturn. So for single people, new opportunities will start to open up in the romantic department. And in terms of couples in a relationship, if there were a lot of issues, now is the key window opening for you to fix those issues, to have that transparent communication. being respectful, being courteous, polite, showering your partner with love, care, affection, warmth will help to rebuild that broken relationship. If we talk about marriage in terms of single people hoping to get married, the time is going to get better because Jupiter's aspect is now on the 7th house, a big blessing. But again, the 7th lord is in the 8th house. So make sure your natal chart, everything, Mahadasha, Antardasha support, marriage activities, and then you can proceed in finding that alliance. For married couples, the time will improve. If your marriage was on the brink of collapse, on the brink of separation, on the brink of divorce, it can be reversed due to Jupiter's blessings on the 7th house. If you truly have love and care and affection for your spouse, make sure to let them know that. Keep that transparent communication open, and express your feelings to your spouse so that your married life harmony and peace can be maintained. If we talk about education, in terms of those students pursuing bachelor's degree, the time is looking to be quite good, and if with your hard work and effort, you can do well in your academics. In terms of higher education, for those students pursuing master's, PhD program and postdoc, the time is mixed because the ruler of your 9th house, Jupiter, is transiting quite well in the auspicious 11th house of gains, desires and wish fulfillment. But Rahu, the north node of the moon, is there in the 9th house. So you need to really get your focus honed in on your studies. Make sure you do not succumb to temptation, to any desires, any kind of just basically temptations. You need to avoid any sort of distractions that will create hurdles in your studies, obstacles in whatever you are pursuing. If you are cautious enough, then you can have a good and supportive period for higher education aspiration. Finally, travel. In terms of short distance travel journeys, the time is going to get better. It will improve. Jupiter's aspect on Ketu on the 3rd house will be beneficial for the same. In terms of long distance travel journey vacation, you have to really do your proper planning, research and analysis before embarking on major long distance travel to a foreign country. If you can by any chance take a trusted friend, a trusted person with you, maybe a family member, a relative, a colleague, it will be better instead of traveling alone on major long distance journeys. So overall, I covered all the areas of life for my Cancer Kark Rashi friends, and I wish you the best. For my Leo Simha Rashi friends, let's talk about the career area. In terms of job and profession, it is going to be a beautiful month for you. You have the full blessings of Jupiter, Dev Guru Brihaspati, in your career house itself. And now it is also coming out of combustion at the start of June. And your career lord Venus will also be well placed throughout the month. And there are no other afflictions as such to your career house. Because even Sun, which gains directional strength, will be transiting in your career house in the first half of June, and then basically Mercury, Venus and Sun will all transit to the Labhasthan. So a beautiful progressive month for you to achieve your career goals and aspirations. Just need to put in the effort, hard work, and the sky is truly the limit for you this month. It will be a month of major progression. So give it your 200%. If you have to deliver a presentation, if you have to complete several projects, if you have to do multiple tasks, nothing is going to stop you from achieving those targets. And this will help to really impress your bosses, colleagues, co-workers, higher management. And there is a strong chance you could even get a bonus, promotion, salary increment, a desired job transfer in the second half of the month. If you don't have a job, I highly recommend give lots of interviews, because this is the month where there is a very strong chance you can land a new job with a good salary and benefits package. So make use of this most auspicious month for you. Then if we talk about the business area, it is also looking phenomenal, right? Because you have your business lord Saturn transiting in the business house itself in its Mool Trikona Aquarius. So be diligent, do your market research, take calculated risk, and planned decision making. You will do phenomenal in your business activity. Your revenues will slowly increase, your finances will be good, your profits will be solid, your expenses will go down, and with your calculated decision making, you can land new business deals. Think of business expansion, business growth. You might think of getting into new business partnerships. If you're already in a business partnership, you will get full cooperation support from your business partner. So this is a very auspicious month for your business area as well. If we talk about finance, well, again, a beautiful month for finances. Mercury, which is the major planet controlling, or the main planet controlling your finances, your money flow, will be well placed throughout the month, giving you the sort of monetary desire that you have, whether in terms of saving your money, because now even Jupiter's aspect will be on your second house, which will help you in terms of wealth accumulation, right? Growing your bank balance, increase in savings. But just make sure to kind of, donate from time to time, help out with charitable activities, donating, to social service organization, helping out the poor and needy, because Ketu is in the second house. So try not to be too attached to materialistic wealth. If you work with the Ketu energies and channel it in the right way, then money will definitely come to you in a very natural way. Just utilize good financial money management skills, and you will feel very financially stable and secure this month. If we talk about health, then the health area is looking good for the most part. You will start to get some relief from acute health issues. However, still do not ignore chronic health issues. If anything is bothering you, make sure to get timely treatment, and do not ignore any health issues connected to your head portion. Do not climb tall ladders, tall heights without proper support, and do not engage in too much, extreme outdoor adventure sports if possible. If we talk about love life, then the time is looking good this month, and there are chances for single people to meet someone, possibly at the workplace, that they have been vibing well with, they have been connecting well with, and if there are mutual feelings, it could develop into a relationship. Or it could be someone from your social network, from your friend circle, that you start talking to, you connect on a good level, you feel that person is compatible, and you could get into a relationship. Those people already in a relationship, the time will be quite pleasurable, the romance will be at a high, and you will experience some memorable moments with your partner. If we talk about marriage, for single people hoping to get married, the time is looking very ripe for the same. You can get good proposals, alliances now come your way. So, try to talk to as many people as you can, get to know them well, because you can get married now if your natal chart Mahadasha is also permitting this, because your ruler of the marriage house is transiting in the marriage house itself in its own Mool Trikona Aquarius. So very good time for marriage area, and even for married couples, the time is very good, and overall your bonding, harmony, peace, love, respect will slowly increase in your relationship. So spend as much time as you can with your partner, get to know them well, and that will only increase the affection and warmth in your married life. If we talk about education, in terms of those students pursuing bachelor's, the time is looking good. With your hard work and effort, you can achieve good success in your academics. In terms of higher education, for those students pursuing master's, PhD program, postdoc, Mars is giving you the energy this month, that driving force to really, achieve your higher educational goals and aspirations. But Saturn's debilitated enemy aspect is on your ninth bhava, which means you have to be cautious in dealings with your professor. Try not to get into unnecessary conflicts, or that could be an issue of concern. Finally, travel. In terms of short distance travel journeys, the time is looking excellent throughout the month. In terms of long distance travel journeys and vacation, the time is looking good for the most part. Just do your proper planning research before embarking on long distance travel. And let's say if you're taking a car and going on a long distance road trip, do not speed and drive your vehicle. That is all I will advise. Overall, a good month for my Leo Simha Rashi friends, and I wish you the best. For my Virgo Kanya Rashi friends, let us talk about your career area first. It is going to be quite a positive month for your job and professional life, because the ruler of your career bhava, Mercury, will be well placed throughout the month. But now let's say if you don't have a job, I recommend giving as many interviews as you can in the first 2 weeks, because there is a chance you could get a job offer in the last 2 weeks of June. If you're already employed in a good company, keep giving it your 200% effort, hard work and dedication, and that will pay off, because you're also getting the support of your second lord Venus after June 12, which controls your wealth, and Sun, which becomes Digbali in the 10th house, directionally very powerful, will also transit to your career house in the last 2 weeks. So this is a beautiful conjunction of Mercury, Venus, Sun in the last 2 weeks of June, and it will be a very progressive month for you as the day goes by. So make the best use of this amazing month career wise. If we talk about business area, now at least the dispositor of the 7th house, Jupiter, is well placed. It is coming out of combustion, which is great news. But still, Rahu, the north node of the moon, is in your 7th house. So you should avoid taking major business, risky financial decisions, because Rahu is a planet of deception, maya, illusion. It is a tricky planet full of mischief. So try to stick with the status quo. Do not break any rules, principles when it comes to business dealings, regulation and business activities, and you will be fine. Especially if you have a business connected with foreign lands, then it can do quite well in the coming time. In case of starting a new business, I will advise you have to really make sure your natal chart supports the same. In terms of getting into a new business partnership, I will advise you to refrain from that if possible. If we talk about finance, in terms of financial area, the time is looking quite good, and there are chances of a possible bonus, promotion or a salary increment that can happen at your workplace, which might be long overdue, because your second lord will be transiting in the 10th house after June 12th. And as I said, giving interviews would be quite good, because you could get a new job offer with a good salary benefits package in the last 2 weeks. So make the best use of it. But overall, financially, this month looks to be promising. If we talk about health, then overall, There might be some slight medical expenses involved, but it would be for recovery. But overall, for most people, your energy levels will be strong, your stamina will be good, you will feel robust, and you will have ample energy to do things that you want to do, whether it's exercise, joining a new fitness program, martial arts, joining an intramural sports club. It will be good for you. Just avoid extreme outdoor adventure sports. Outdoor sports are fine, but not extreme sports. Also, do not speed and drive your vehicle. Follow the speed limit and actually try to maintain your speed even below the speed limit. It will be better this month. If we talk about love life, then the time will improve. Chances for single people to meet someone will get stronger. Jupiter's aspect on the 5th house is looking quite good. It is coming out of combustion, but the 5th lord is in the 6th house, Saturn. So this is where you have to still, be cautious before jumping into a new relationship. And single people could find someone from their workplace. Chance of that is there from your daily work routine. It could also be someone at the gym, someone at a class that you take regularly, maybe a dance class, because 6th house is your daily work routine. So whoever you interact with in your daily work routine are opportunities for you, and you could see where it takes you. If we talk about couples already in a relationship, there might be some slight ups and downs here and there, but now overall there will be an improvement in your relationship, and the more cordial, respectful, loving and caring you are towards your partner, your relationship will be harmonious. In terms of marriage, for single people hoping to get married, you have to maintain caution. Rahu is in your 7th house. So the dispositor is well placed, so you could connect with someone in a foreign land, but you will have to really get to know them well before taking the next step. For those people already married couples, the time will improve a bit because Jupiter is well placed now, so Rahu's energy is well directed. I will recommend, long distance traveling, going on some nice long vacation with your spouse to increase the bonding. One rule of thumb is be faithful at all cost. Do not do anything behind your spouse's back, as that will have some major problematic consequences for your married life, because Rahu's energy is in the 7th house. So do not give in to any kind of distractions, temptations, or that could be problematic. If we talk about education, in terms of those students pursuing bachelor's degree, the time will improve. Put a lot of hard work, dedication in your field of study, and you will do good in your academics. In terms of higher education, such as those students pursuing master's, PhD program, postdoc, the time is looking excellent. Just avoid any sort of distractions, temptations, especially concerning the, love and romantic interest. Because if you focus too much on that, you might not be able to do well in your academics. Because Jupiter is in the sign of Venus. So Venus is all about that feminine energy. It's all about love. So if you can find a good balance between that, and if you are okay with juggling those responsibilities, then you will be fine. But if you only are good at focusing on one thing, and if you are really in a very important higher education program, then better to focus on that, so that you make remarkable progress, because Jupiter, the Karaka of knowledge, is in your 9th house itself. It will give you the wisdom to outshine in your field of study. Finally, travel. In terms of short distance travel journeys, the time is improving, and now maybe instead of fully work from home job, you could do a possible hybrid type situation. In terms of long distance travel, journey, vacation, the time is looking excellent throughout the month, and you can certainly embark on the same. So I believe I covered all the areas of life for my Virgo Kanya Rashi friends, and I thank you for watching. For my Libra Tula Rashi friends, let's talk about the career area first. In terms of job and professional life this month, it will be a good month for the most part, because Mars will give you that energy needed, that confidence needed to outperform in your daily work routine, whether it's completing projects in a timely manner, whether it's multitasking, working on several things at once. You will be able to successfully do that. For those people who don't have a job, Mars will again give you that energy, that confidence, that stamina to go and apply to hundreds of jobs, give hundreds of interviews, and possibly land a new job opportunity. Just try not to get into unnecessary conflicts, arguments, quarrels with your colleagues or bosses, or also avoid office politics, gossiping, because doing so can cause some problems at your workplace. But overall, if you maintain this caution, then you will be just fine. If we talk about business area, the time is looking quite good this month, because the ruler of your business house is transiting in the business house itself. So, overall a good time indicated, but Saturn's debilitated enemy aspect is also there on your 7th bhava, which means you have to take carefully calculated business decisions. Avoid major, hasty, risky, impulsive financial business decisions, and you will be fine. Think twice before getting into a new business partnership. Try not to be too aggressive if you're already in a business partnership with someone. Instead, have a good debate, have a good discussion on how you can improve and further grow your business in the future. In terms of finance, the time is looking a bit better, more supportive for a wealth accumulation, increase in savings, more financial stability, but make sure that your incoming flow of money is channeled correctly and that you avoid overspending, and unnecessary expenses should be curbed at all costs. If we talk about health area, then you should not ignore any health issues, whether those are acute or chronic for that matter, and make sure to consult your doctor in a timely manner so you get the appropriate treatment. Because Rahu is in the 6th house, which will help you to fight off any illnesses for the most part, but still you have to maintain some caution because the dispositor of the 6th is in the 8th. If we talk about love life, then the time is looking quite supportive for single people who are wanting to find someone. There are chances of getting into a new relationship, and it could be long lasting because Saturn is transiting in the 5th itself, and it signifies long-term stability and permanence. And those couples already in a relationship, they will experience a good, peaceful, harmonious relationship for the most part. There will be some good memorable moments, and I do not see any major concerns. If we talk about marriage, in terms of marriage area, those people already in a relationship might actually even decide to get married at this point, because Saturn's aspect is on the 7th house and Mars ruling the 7th is transiting in its Mool Trikona itself. But again, do not take an impulsive, hasty decision. Do not rush into anything. Only move forward if you internally think it is the right decision for you. Your gut feeling, intuition support the same. Also make sure to check your natal chart to see some other factors. For married couples, the time will be filled full of passion, love, romance, intensity on a different level altogether. But just again, try not to get into unnecessary arguments, quarrels. Do not be too aggressive with your spouse. or that could cause a rift in the relationship. If we talk about education in terms of those students pursuing education such as bachelor's degree, they will make excellent progress given that they work hard and put in the time. In terms of higher education, for those students pursuing master's, PhD program, postdoc, the time in the last 2 weeks is excellent, but the first 2 weeks, it is not that auspicious. So you need to really stay focused so that you still make good academic progress. Finally, travel. In terms of short distance travel journeys, the time is looking good throughout the month and no issues are seen. In terms of long distance travel journey, vacation to foreign lands, or maybe even a long distance road trip from, let's say, Mumbai to Delhi, if you're planning to go by car, then the last 2 weeks of June will be more favorable. So I believe I covered all the areas of life for my Libra, Tula Rashi friends, and I thank you for watching. For my Scorpio, Vrischika Rashi friends, let us start with the career part. In terms of job and professional life, it is going to be a bit of a tough month for you because Saturn's debilitated enemy aspect, Neech Drishti, is on your career house, the direct aspect. And then your career lord, Sun, is also going to be somewhat weakly placed, especially in the last 2 weeks of this month. So especially the last 2 weeks, you have to maintain extreme caution. Try not to take any sudden, hasty career related decision because it might not be in your favor. Avoid office politics, gossiping, engaging in any quarrels, disputes at your workplace at all cost. Instead, stay fully focused in your job, in your duties, in your tasks, in your projects. So that way, your career safety and stability can be maintained. In terms of those people who are desiring a job change, if you're already employed in a good company, overall things are fine, do not change jobs at this point. Wait and be more patient. If we talk about business area, the time is now going to improve quite a bit. Although this month, in the last 2 weeks, try not to take any major business financial decision, whether it is getting a new loan, whether it is getting into a new business partnership, especially after June 13 onwards, try not to do that. But overall, Jupiter's transit in your 7th, and it is going to expand it now. And it is finally Devguru Brihaspati, the most auspicious planet. So it will create new opportunities for you, for your business growth and expansion. But you need to be a bit patient. Wait for Venus to move further up because it will transit to the 8th house after June 12. So take calculated decisions and do not rush into anything. If we talk about finance, then overall, the first 2 weeks of the month are looking to be a bit more financially stronger as compared to the last 2 weeks. And there are chances of getting some kind of increased profits from your business activity in the first 2 weeks. So try to save as much money as possible for a rainy day. If we talk about health area, then the health area is looking to be good as long as you take good care of your health. You have a good diet, you have a proper sleep schedule, good daily work routine. You should not have any major concern. Saturn's enemy aspect is on the 6th, so do not ignore any acute, or for that matter any chronic health issues, but more acute health issues. And if something was to bother you, make sure to get the right treatment at the right time. But overall, health area should be fine for the most part. Make sure to get ample exercise, do meditation, pranayam, yoga, drink lots of water, stay hydrated. If we talk about love life, in terms of love and romantic life for single people, you have to be cautious because Rahu is in your fifth house. Rahu is a planet of deception, illusion, maya, confusion, tricks. So try not to jump into a new relationship without properly knowing that person, or it could be a wrong decision. But overall, if your natal birth chart is very strong, you're running a very good Mahadasha, Antardasha, then you could connect with someone who is from a different culture, different background, race, religion, something very different from you. So it could be good because the dispositor is also quite well placed now. And for those couples already in a relationship, they might think of getting married, right? Because the dispositor is in the seventh. But again, do not rush into any decision making. Take your time and think twice, thrice before taking that decision. In terms of marriage, in terms of those single people wanting to get married, the time is looking better. Things are going to open up for you now. So definitely be proactive and put yourself out there. In terms of those couples already married, the time will get better. As the days go by, it will improve. There could be some benefit from joint assets, and overall your finances can also grow together. You can even spend some good time with your spouse going on a retreat, like a meditation retreat, vipassana, spending time in the nature, going to a hill station for vacation. Doing these will help to improve the bonding in your relationship. If we talk about education, in terms of those students pursuing bachelor's degree, they can get distracted quite a lot. So really they need to put away and aside those distraction, temptation, especially concerning the love area, because Rahu is in the fifth. So those distraction and temptations could be problematic, especially if you really want to get good grades in your bachelor's degree program. So you need to figure out your priorities and work according to that. If we talk about higher education, such as those students pursuing master's, PhD program, postdoc, the time is looking fine. There are no afflictions as such. So with your hard work and effort, you will do well in your academics. Finally, travel. In terms of short distance travel journeys, the time is looking excellent throughout the month, and you can certainly embark on short distance travel, as well as long distance travel journey and vacation is moderately supported as well. So with your proper planning and research, you can embark on a long distance travel that you are desiring to. So I believe I covered all the areas of life for my Scorpio Vrishchik Rashi friends, and I wish you the best. For my Sagittarius Dhanu Rashi friends, if we talk about the career area first, overall for professional life, it will be a decent month, and with your hard work and effort, you will make good progress. Because Jupiter, your Lagnesh, is coming out of combustion at the start of June itself, and it is also aspecting your career house, thereby further strengthening it. So your hard work and dedication and effort will not go in vain anymore, and slowly but surely you will be rewarded for the same. For those people who don't have a job, I recommend keep applying, give interviews, as now you have the full blessings of Jupiter, and even your career lord will be transiting to its own sign of Gemini in the last 2 weeks. But even in the first 2 weeks, it will be transiting in the sixth house, which is a good placement for you to get a new job, because sixth house is also connected to your daily work routine. So good news for the most part in terms of career. In terms of business area, it is going to be quite a good month in the last 2 weeks of the month. Your business area will be illuminated, will be strongly activated by the auspicious planets Mercury, Venus, and Sun. Sun is a cruel planet, but it is still a planet that lights up our world. So it will shine a light on your business area, and the much needed relief will be there, whether it is getting more profits, landing new business deals, creating new business opportunities for furthering your business, enhancing your business prospects. All that can be certainly there. Try not to get into too much competition with your enemies or your competitors in the first 2 weeks. Like, try not to get in the wrong books. Being competitive is good, but try not to create enemies, especially in the first 2 weeks of this month. If we talk about finance, overall, the financial area is looking to be quite positive. Your wealth accumulation will start to increase. Your bank balance will start to grow slowly. Your savings will improve, and you will start to feel more financially stable. There are chances of getting increased money flow from your career or your business area as well this month. If we talk about health, then overall, the time is looking fine for your health. If you are suffering from any acute health issues, then there could be some respite. You could get the right treatment, medication to come out of those health issues, and your overall vitality, stamina will increase. You will feel more robust. If we talk about love life, then the time is looking quite good for single people to potentially meet compatible matches and get into a new relationship. But do not jump into a new relationship, because Saturn's debilitated enemy aspect is on your 5th house. So take a slow and steady decision. Although the 5th lord is activating the 5th house is in a very nice way, because it is in its Mul Trikona. So it is auspicious for the most part, and it can give you the key opening to get into a new relationship. Those couples already in a relationship, they will experience love, romance, passion, intensity will be there. The missing spark will be reignited. Mars, the fiery planet, transiting in the fire sign of Aries, is as good as it gets for the relationship area. Then we talk about marriage. In terms of single people hoping to get married, the last 2 weeks, there are strong chances of finding a compatible proposal, alliance, and even possibly getting married, because your 7th house will be beautifully activated by the ruler of the 7th, Mercury itself, along with the natural planet of love, romance, pleasure, Venus, and even Sun will help to illuminate the house. Those people already married, there might be some slight ups and downs in the first 2 weeks. Try to avoid quarrels, disputes, arguments as much as you can. But in the last 2 weeks, everything will become calm, peaceful, and the marital bliss, harmony, and peace will certainly be felt. If we talk about education, in terms of those students pursuing bachelor's degree, the time is looking good and progressive. Do not give in to any distractions, and you will do great. If we talk about those students pursuing higher education, like master's, PhD program, the time is going to be quite tough. So you really need to hone in your focus, sort out your priorities, so that you can still do well in your field of study. Finally, travel. In terms of short distance travel journeys, the time is looking excellent throughout the month. You can certainly do as much short distance traveling as you want. But in terms of long distance travel journey, vacation to like a foreign country, or even let's say from Mumbai to Delhi by car, like a long distance journey is not advisable. If you can avoid it, it will be better. If you have to go on long distance travel, then maybe if you can take a trusted friend with you, a guide, a relative, a family member, it will be better. So do your proper planning, research before you embark on such major long distance journeys. So I believe I covered all the areas of life for my Sagittarius Dhanu Rashi friends, and I wish you the best. For my Capricorn Makar Rashi friends, if we talk about the career area, then this month can be turned out to be quite positive for you. You have Mars creating Ruchak Yog in the 4th house and directly aspecting your career house itself, which can give you the much needed confidence, energy and drive to achieve your professional goals. And then you have your career lord Venus in excellent placements throughout the month. This month can be quite a progressive one for you as long as you are willing to think outside the box. You're going to bring your innovative ideas to the table. You're going to present those ideas that will get you noticed, that will get you the recognition that you are desiring for your hard work and effort. Then it is going to be a great month to portray your leadership skills, because Mars will again give you that charisma, that fiery energy to be a great leader, to do presentations. People will start to naturally follow you at the workplace. They will listen to you and come seeking your advice. In terms of those people who don't have a job, this is the right month for you to utilize your skills, which can help you to land a new job, because you will have the full support of Mars. The fiery power within you will be unleashed, and Venus's transit in the 5th house, especially in the first 10-12 days, can give you that kind of charm, attraction, magnetic personality, which can impress the interviewer and help you gain that new job opportunity. And even your daily work-life routine will improve quite a lot when Venus transits to the 6th bhava. If we talk about the business area, then Mars debilitated aspect is on your 7th house. It is not an enemy aspect, because Moon is great friends with the ruler, which is the ruler of Cancer. It is good friends with Mars. So be brave, be courageous, showcase your entrepreneurial skills in your business, because you will be very driven, very business focused this month. But make sure you do not get into a new business partnership. Do not blindly trust people that you don't know too well. Make sure to execute business deals in private. Make sure that important documents, important business deal information is not leaked. So again, be prudent, be wise, be cautious in your business dealings overall. It is not a right time to start a new business. You have to be a bit more patient. Try to go with the flow, stick with what you know, and stay with the status quo. Try not to take any major business risk this month either. But overall, your energy levels will shoot through the roof, and you will have ample confidence to get things done in your business area. If we talk about finance, overall, there is going to be quite a lot of improvement on the financial forefront. Jupiter coming out of combustion and aspecting your 11th house will help to reduce the malefic impact of Saturn. Naturally, increased money flow will be felt. Just try to convert that into right investment opportunities for you. Make the right kind of financial decisions. Utilize good financial decision making, and you will be able to build up your financial assets, your financial security, and you will feel more financially stable moving forward. If we talk about health area, then overall the time is going to be just fine for you, as long as you have a good proper diet, a good sleep schedule, get proper exercise, do yoga, meditation, drink lots of water, stay hydrated. I absolutely do not see any kind of major health issues. Just if you're running the Mahadasha of Shani, Antardasha of Shani, then do not ignore any chronic health issues. If something was to bother you, make sure to consult a doctor in a timely manner. And do not speed and drive either. Drive your vehicle with utmost caution and stay within the speed limit or under the speed limit. Especially if you are a Capricorn ascendant. If we talk about love life, then Jupiter's presence in the 5th, it is all about expansion, bringing new romantic opportunities in the life of single people who are desiring a new relationship. And especially the first 12 days of June are looking phenomenal. Your 5th house will be strongly activated, and there are strong chances single people can find a compatible match. And in the last 2 weeks, there are chances of finding someone or connecting with someone in your daily work routine, because Venus will transit in the 6th house, and daily work routine can mean anything. It can mean if you travel by the bus or the train, you might meet an interesting person there. It could mean if you go to a gym to work out every day, you could meet someone there. If you are taking a dance class, a Zumba class, any fitness class, any drawing art class, you could meet someone there, or you could meet someone at your workplace. So there are going to be new opportunities open up for you now. And those people already in a relationship, it will be quite good. The love, romance, passion will only amplify. It will expand. Just enjoy the time now, because Jupiter is illuminating your 5th house, so make the best use of it. And there could be a lot of expenditure spending when it comes to going on romantic dates with your partner, shopping, traveling, watching movies, going out to nice fancy restaurants, going on nice vacations. If we talk about marriage, in terms of single people wanting to get married, there could be some opportunities here and there, but do not rush and take a decision. Be patient, be calm. Mars aspect on the 7th can make you hasty. So think twice, thrice, take a step back, and then proceed. In terms of those people already married, the time should be good for the most part. There will be a lot of passion, a lot of increase in bed pleasure activity, a lot of intense attraction between the couple. But just try not to get into unnecessary quarrels with your spouse, or that could cause a strain in the married life. If we talk about education, in terms of those students pursuing bachelor's degree program, will start to make really good progress now, because Jupiter is also coming out of combustion, a big blessing. And in terms of higher education, for those students pursuing PhD, master's program, postdoc, till now they might have been feeling quite a bit of detachment, not feeling that kind of interest in the field or studies that they were pursuing. But now Jupiter's beautiful aspect on the 9th house will help to get more focus, clarity in your educational aspiration and higher education goals. So make the best use of it, because the planetary alignment is more favorable for you making remarkable progress higher education wise. If we talk about travel, in terms of short distance travel journeys, the time is not as favorable. So if you have the option of, let's say, working from home, it will be better, or even a hybrid type work schedule could be better than working full time or traveling too much. So if you're like a person who loves to travel a lot, short distance wise, it might be better to reduce that a bit if possible. In terms of long distance travel, journey, vacation, the time is looking excellent throughout the month, and especially if you are wanting to visit, a holy pilgrimage, a very religious place, institution of your choice for a long time, which is, let's say, thousands of miles away from you, hundreds of miles away from you. Now is the time to explore such opportunities. So I believe I covered all the areas of life for my Capricorn friends, and I wish you all the best. For my Aquarius Kumbha Rashi friends, let's take a look at how the career area is going to play out for you in the month of June. It is going to be a whole lot of relief that will be felt in this area, especially because Jupiter is directly aspecting your career house, and now it is coming out of combustion, right? Because till now Saturn was also malefically impacting your career house for a long time, but now Jupiter's blessings will help to reduce that malefic impact, and Mars is also aspecting its own career house from the third house. So this signifies a lot of growth, progress, success at the workplace. Things will start to get more accelerated in terms of whether it is getting new projects, handling multiple things at once, efficiently carrying out all your tasks and duties in a timely manner. This will get you the recognition and the rewards that you are desiring, whether it is a job transferred to a different location, maybe it is a bonus, promotion, salary increment type of thing, which is long overdue. Now these things can start unfolding for you. So now it is going to be a time of hope, a time of expansion, a time of productivity, and a time of more abundance at your workplace. You will start to get better along with your colleagues. Your bosses will support you more now. They will give you good feedback about your progress, which will encourage you to work even harder. For those people who don't have a job, this is the right key window opening for you. Give lots of interviews, because with your dedication, with your subject matter expertise, you will be able to land a new job that you are seeking. If we talk about business area, then this one is a bit tough. Till now, Jupiter was balancing your business house, but now you have to be very cautious. Do not start a new business around this time. Do not get into a new business partnership around this time. Stick with the status quo. If you're already running a business, do things that you're familiar with. Do not try to basically take a leap. Do not blindly trust anyone. Stay alert, stay on guard, and keep doing what you're good at in terms of your business activity. If you're in a business partnership, try not to get into unnecessary arguments, disputes with your partner, or it could cause a rift in the business relationship. It could damage it. Especially if you're running Shani Mahadasha or Antardasha, you have to be very cautious in the business related area. Finance. In terms of finance, the time is good, because now, as I said, there are chances of a bonus, promotion, salary increment coming from your job. It could also come through your investments, through your speculative investments. But the problem is where Rahu in the second, it can kind of make you take the wrong decisions concerning money management, investments. So if you gain some profit, you might reinvest that back in the wrong avenue, and that could create some disruptions. So be very careful, be due diligent when it comes to your money management, and how and where you invest. If you play it safe, you will do just great in terms of finances. If we talk about health, then overall the health area should be fine. You will have good stamina, your energy levels will be good, your vitality will be good. Just do not ignore any acute health issues if something was to bother you. But other than that, the time is looking good for the most part for my Aquarius friends. If we talk about love life, then the last 2 weeks are looking quite active for single people to finding someone. There is a definite chance it could happen. And even for those couples already in a relationship, if things are not going as smooth, be patient, as the last 2 weeks will offer some respite, some relief, and there will be more harmony and peace in your relationship after the 14th of June. If we talk about marriage, in terms of whether single people wanting to get married, you have to be cautious. It is not the right month, not the right time to do that. Unless your natal chart really supports it, unless your Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantardasha, position of planets in your natal chart, all this supports marriage area, then it might be okay, but be on guard. For married couples, there will be some animosity, some ups and downs, some tribulations, trials you might have to face in your married life. It is just the planetary alignment that is indicating that. So be patient, be respectful, courteous, loving, caring towards your spouse if you really love your spouse, so that the peace and balance in your relationship, in your married life can be maintained. If we talk about education, for those students pursuing bachelor's degree program, they will make excellent progress in the last 2 weeks of the month, and the first 2 weeks might be a bit tough. In terms of higher education, for those students pursuing PhD, master's program, they will make very good progress throughout the month. They will have ample energy, ample concentration and focus powers given by Mars to really hone in their focus on their field of study and make remarkable progress. Finally, travel. In terms of short distance travel journeys, the time is looking good as long as you do not speed and drive and maintain the speed limit. In terms of long distance travel journeys, the time is looking quite supportive throughout the month, so you can certainly embark on the same. So I believe I covered all the areas of life for my Aquarius Kumbha Rashi friends, and I thank you for watching. For my Pisces Meen Rashi friends, let us first take a look at how the career aspect is going to play out for you in the month of June. Well, from a professional standpoint, it is looking to be a good month for the most part. Your Lagnesh and your career lord Jupiter is coming out of combustion at the start of June itself. That's a big blessing, right? And then you also have Sun, Venus, Mercury, all three aspecting your career house, especially in the last 2 weeks of this month, giving you the much needed drive, confidence, charisma, and power to make your mark at the workplace. Jupiter's aspect also on the Labhasthan, on the Bhagyasthan, is looking powerful and very Shubha for you to really make significant progress, which was maybe blocked to an extent in the past, especially maybe in the last month or so due to Jupiter's combustion. So now things are going to open up for you, new doors of opportunity, new doors of progress, of growth. So make the best use of it. If you don't have a job, apply, and there is a chance you can get a new job as well. If we talk about business area, then the time is improving because Jupiter is coming out of combustion and aspecting your 7th house and controlling Ketu. because Ketu is a malefic planet. But now Ketu will be controlled to a great extent by Dev Guru Brihaspati himself. And so increase in profits, increase in revenues will be felt as long as you are detached from the results in a way. Because Ketu gives detachment. So you need to work with the Ketu energies. Don't be too attached to your results. Instead, do what gives you joy, happiness. Follow your passion and success will follow. But one thing is that Rahu is in your ascendant, basically controlling your decision making to an extent. So whether it is your career or business, do not take any sudden, hasty, impulsive decision. Do not break the rules. Follow the principles and lead a disciplined life or work approach when it comes to your career or business, and that way you will be on the path of success. If we talk about finance, it is going to now improve most definitely. Mars transiting in its Mool Trikon in a Dhan Bhav itself, Jupiter now aspecting with its strong beneficial aspect on the 11th bhava will naturally improve your financial flow, wealth, growth, wealth generation, increase in savings will be felt. Just make sure that you utilize good financial money investment, money management skills, because Saturn is in the 12th aspecting the 2nd. So a disciplined, structured approach to financial investment should be there. Avoid risky speculative investment at all costs. If we talk about health, then there could be some slight health issues on and off. Make sure to not ignore that at all if something was to bother you, especially acute health issues. There could be some medical expenses on the card. But as long as, let's say, you're running a good Mahadasha, Antardasha, you don't need to worry too much. But let's say you're running Shani Mahadasha, Rahu Mahadasha, Rahu Antardasha, Shani Antardasha, then there will be a bit more caution you will need to take and not basically ignore any health issues for that matter, and consult your doctor in a timely manner. Try to stay hydrated, try to drink lots of water, do yoga, do meditation, pranayama, spending more time in the nature. That will help you relax, doing whatever which helps you relax. It doesn't have to be meditation. It can be going and taking dance lessons. It can be cooking. It can be gardening. It can be painting. It can be any artistic expression of yours that helps you relax. This will help to keep your energy levels channeled in a very fruitful way. If we talk about love life, for single people, the opportunities could be there, but again, Mars is impacting your 5th house. So take your time, think twice before taking a decision about getting into a relationship. If you're already in a relationship, there will be good passion, love, romance, and bonding between you and your partner. Just try not to be too aggressive or dominant over your partner, or that could cause some issues. If we talk about marriage in terms of those single people wanting to get married, now the time is opening up. New doors of opportunity can certainly lead you to finding some good compatible matches, alliances, and proposals. Jupiter's beneficial drishti on the 7th is definitely a big blessing for you, major good news. So take your time. Jupiter is going to be there for a long time, almost a year. So no need to rush into anything. Take your time. But now the opportunities will start to present itself, and those can be highly karmic one as well, because Ketu is transiting in your 7th house. If we talk about married couples, They will experience more marital bliss, harmony, and peace in their married life moving forward. If they had felt some sort of detachment from their spouse, the spark will be reignited. They will start to feel more attraction. They will start to spend more time with their partner, which will help to increase the overall bonding in the relationship. Maybe going to a nice retreat, to a hill station, to a yoga class, to a spirituality class with your spouse can be quite enlightening during this time period. If we talk about education in terms of those students pursuing bachelor's degree, they will make good progress as long as they are willing to put in the effort. No concerns there. In terms of higher education, those students pursuing master's, PhD program, postdoc, if they were facing a lot of roadblocks, now those will be cleared up to a great extent by the grace and blessings of Jupiter, because its direct ninth drishti will be on the Bhagyastan. So that will help to control the Saturnian malefic impact to a great extent, and any backlog, any pending work will now be accelerated and can help you to now really focus and achieve significant progress in your academics. Finally, travel. In terms of short distance travel journeys, the time is looking excellent throughout the month, and you can do that. In terms of long distance travel journey and vacation, the time is improving quite a bit, and with your due diligence and research, you can certainly embark on long distance vacation travel journey to maybe a different country if you're desiring to do so. If you can maybe take a family member, friend, relative, colleague with you, it will be better. So I believe I covered all the areas of life. For my Pisces Meen Rashi friends, I thank you for watching and take care.